Louise. Just bear with me, I'm just trying to... Hi Sylvia. Just trying to sort myself out. And get my computer sorted. How do I do this? Aha! Hi Shaz. Hi Chris. Right. Hopefully we are good to go. Hello, good evening and welcome. Lorna Carter from Lorna Carter's Creations, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based here in the UK. So I'm all excited. I'm gonna make a cute little Easter sampler frame. I'm so tickled with it. Yeah, I love it. I just love. Hi Renee. It's it just makes me feel great because it's bright, it's cheerful, it's spring coming up, and that's what we need. So just before I start, I will just go through. We've got monthly classes starting on the 30th of March at the Cozy Cake Shop in Epworth. Anybody local? It's £15 per person. We're making 3 cards, and the class includes all materials, the tuition and light refreshments. Hi Izzy. I do have some places left, so I just wanted to put that out again so I can move that out the way until next time. Look at my little lamb. Oh my, I love it, absolutely love it. It was my mum who saw it, and I thought, well, that'll just be nice just to take photographs of my frame. So I'll bring my frame in. I'm going to go through everything as best as I can. That's why I'm going to do it every 2 weeks. So this is using the Playing in the Rain bundle, which is the stamp set and the dies. I can't tell you, I just love it. Right, I'm gonna have to move those out of the way, and I have taken the glass out so I don't get reflection. This is the frame. So it's just let me get my thing so I can tell you exactly what size is it. It is. So we're using a piece of 12 by 12. There's the cat. He's watching himself on the telly. That's it, you move, thank you. So the frame size is 30 centimetres by 30 centimetres. And the aperture size, this is with the inlay, it's 25 centimetres by 25 centimetres. I get my frames from Hobbycraft, and I'll show you this. It might be easy to show you a smaller one because they come in different sizes. So this is a little one, but I like them because they stand up. So even these big ones, and I can't actually, can I do it under the camera? Just, it does stand up, but it also has the hook on the back. But I do, these are the frames that I do like, and it comes with the inlay as well. So that's what I use. Okay, right, so let's start from the beginning. It's a very good place to start. What did I do? I've just put a 12 by 12, oh, it's all right, I've got it. A 12 by 12 piece of card. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I sat down and I sort of designed the size, should we say. Okay, so this piece actually is from the shadow box frame. Okay, this is what comes actually in the frame. What I've done, yes, I've never used an IKEA one yet, Louise, but I do like these. So so this one has the insert, this insert, and what I've done is I've pulled this piece out from the frame, I've pulled the insert out, and I popped it over that piece. So I know this piece actually fits in the frame itself, and I know what space I've got to work with because I've drawn in the actual aperture. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It'll all become clear. Right, so it's, you see many of these about, these sampler frames, and everybody does them differently. We've just done a lovely class with Izzy and done our bee frame. I don't know if I've got that to hand, just let me. I've just got my things, just gonna get, oh, just gonna see what I've done with me, because I haven't put it in the frame yet. I just wanted to show you, that was all. I can't miss it, it's too big. I don't know what I'm doing with it. Oh dear me. Oh, I'll find it. If I don't find it this week, I can show it next week. It's here in my craft room somewhere. Okie dokie. Right. Hi Maxie. Oh, what we gone? Monty's been playing. Yes, he's talking to the computer now. Right, so this is our working space, this black line. Within that black line, that is what we need to play with. And I hope you can see okay. Right, so I wanted to show you Izzy's because it was a different layout, but I will find it for next week. Yeah, Izzy used box frames from Wilko's as well, and it's, yes, the pictures are on the Crafty Beehive group, and it's called the Queen Bee Sampler. Just finding little flowers everywhere. Right, so where I have used one in the middle, I've used 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. Well, you can do this differently, however you want. I played about and played about, got, you know, me and my templates. So, you see quite a lot, and I'll show you these sizes. these are the single ones. So I'm just going to pop them out. Okay. So we're just roughly, I'm just doing it just roughly by, just to give you an idea. So you could do 9 squares. I haven't got it central, but hey, be right. But I'm just doing it just to show you what you can do. So we can have 9 squares to do that. And the sizes I've used for the, if you're doing 9 squares like this, the largest, so the bigger layer is 7 centimeters by 7 centimeters, or 2 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. For the inside, which is the red piece, we've gone 6 centimeters by 6 centimeters, or 2 3/8 of an inch by 2 3/8 of an inch. So that just shows you how you can lay out. I'm just going to go through it all just to give you an idea. But I say you can do it any size. But if I show you how I sort of measured and designed and done, you can do different size frames. That was all. Right. So we could have, if I do it like that, so we could have 3. They're not, I haven't got them, I'm just putting them down, I haven't got them level. So we could have 3 of the oblongs. Okay, so the biggest, the outer layer is 22.5 centimeters by 7 centimeters, or 8 3/4 inches by 2 3/4 inches. The red, which is the inside section, is 21.5 centimeters by 6 centimeters, or 8 3/8 of an inch by 2 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so that gives you that size. I'm just going through everything, that was all. Oh, one of me little, I wonder where that pearl had gone. It's there. Let's pop it there. Okay, so this is when we start being a bit different. So like I had on mine at the top, I have like so. Okay, so we've got 1/3 basically and 2/3, if you, that makes sense. I'm just getting a tissue, my nose is running. So you could do that. So you could alternate. In fact, if I turn that round, you can see the size of the green there. So you could alternate it like so. So you can do it all sorts of different ways. Okay, you don't have to do this size, but these are the ones that I've chosen just to play with. Okay, so we can do something else. We could do, just let me think what I was doing. That, like that. No. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. I'm just doing different ways, just to give you ideas. So you've got two, the cat's coming, go on onto your spot. Thanks, Mum. Monty is joining us tonight, obviously. So you can do it all sorts of different ways. So these pieces, the outer pieces are 14.5 centimetres by 7 centimetres, or 5 5/8 of an inch by 2 3/4 of an inch. The inside, the red piece, is 13.5 centimetres by 6 centimetres, or 5 1/4 by 2 3/8. 5 1/4 inches, or 2 3/8 of an inch. I don't work with inches very often. So it just gives you just a rough idea what sort of layouts. And I went with mine like so. That was my layout. Okay. So I wanted the middle bit so I could have a story on it. So I've got the bunnies going over the bridge with the fox. We needed, which is this one, and I wanted to put Hoppy Easter, so that I thought that was a nice size, because obviously it wouldn't fit on one of those, and that would look a bit too drowned for that, in that size. So we've gone with that size, and for the Easter as well. Okay, and then we've just put a little bunny and the little turtle, tortoise, whatever you want to call them, in there. Okay, so that is how I played about. Okay, that is that part done, so we can move these out the way. Anybody got any questions, just message me and I can try and help out. But I just thought it was a good idea just to make some templates. I say, you know what I'm like with my templates, just so we can see how it works and how it fits together. Right, let's put that to one side. That's out the way. Right, so we are using the Rain or Shine collection. I have mounted onto blocks the three characters I'm using. So we've got the turtle, tortoise, whatever, I don't know, turtle we'll call him. Got the bunny, and we've got the fox. Okay, so I'm going to get some basic white out, and we're going to stamp some of these, and then my sort of a lesson tonight is how to colour. So I've done this one in 2 colours. I prefer the one that's actually on the frame. Then I just playing about. Grey bunny. Whoops, I don't have all the blends, so I've gone with what I've had and just gone through. So what we're going to do is we're going to do each one, colour each one, and I'm going to go through the colours what I've used, because we're going to need 1, 2, 3 bunnies, a fox and a turtle. Okay, but I will show you how to colour all the bunnies. Right, so let's get stamping so we can show you. So we're using Memento ink. We'll stamp the good old fox first. So we're just going to go down. I'll do him at the bottom. Mr. Fox. Okay, so we only want one of him. We only want one turtle. So there we go. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to spin it round and do the bunnies. So I'm going to do 5 bunnies. So we can... I'm not worried about the puddle because I don't want the puddle. I'm not bothered. So that's 1. Two. I think this bunny is just so cute. Whoever designed him, oh, he's lovely. He's lovely. He'd be good on a wobbler as well, wouldn't he? You know what I'm like with my wobblers. My squeaky chair's still squeaking, as you can hear. So, there's our bunnies stamped. Okay, pop that to one side, out the way. I'll put my lid on my ink. And I'll bring my colours in. So, grey bunny. So on all of the bunnies, I have used the light Flirty Flamingo. So that's all the bunnies. Okay. So we're going to go in and do this little fella first. Number 1. So number 1 uses the dark and light Smoky Slate, and obviously, as I said, the light get my teeth into gear, light Flirty Flamingo. Okie dokie, let's start. I always start using blends with the palest colour. So I hope you can see me all right. If you can't see me, just holler. I think I'm all right there. So this is the palest. So I don't want to go all the way around. I want his feet to be white. We're going to give his little paws, his hands, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so all I think about is basically where the darker pieces are going to be. I know this is the light colour, but I'm just going round. This is just my first because I go back in again. Okay, going like that. Pick up the dark. So we're just going to go where we think there's any shading. And I'm just going to do this straight away so I can just blend out. Okay, so the dark, I'm not a colourist. I'm not the best, but the blends make it so easy. So easy. We're just going to go in now and bring the colour up. And just round his ears. So you've got a bit of that shade, light and dark. Flirty Flamingo, we're just going to go in his ears. A little bit in that ear. His nose. And we can't forget his cheek. And then, just going to put a little bit on his paws. Okay. Done. I'm not colouring in his jackets at the moment. I'm just going to do the bunnies. So that is the first one. Smoky Slate, dark and light, light Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I can put those to one side. So the next one, number 2, I have used on here dark and light crumb cake, ivory, and the light Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so just let me get my next set, which I think is that light crumb cake, dark crumb cake, and ivory. Okay, so let's go in again. I'm not going in with the ivory, that is my last I go in with. So we're going in with the light crumb cake first. Okay, we're going to do the same at the bottom. Just give him a little bit of colour at the bottom. His little dandans. Okay, then we're just going to go in just like we did before. Go in with dark. Like so. Then I'm going to go in with ivory. Just going to pull that up. I am going to go in again with the light crumb cake in a mo. Well, we'll do all his paws in that. So I'm just going to get the light crumb cake. Like so. That's that. We're going to go in with the light Flirty Flamingo. I'm just going to go tips of his. That is bunny number 2. Okay, so that was ivory, dark and light crumb cake, and light Flirty Flamingo. The next one, is just crumb cake. I need my things back. No. So this one is just crumb cake, light and dark, and the Flirty Flamingo. In again with the light. Little Dans. Okay, go in with the dark. See, I'm not worrying, I'm not fussing about what I'm doing. I'm just going in with the colours. We're blending. Okay, it's not difficult. Not difficult. If I can do it, anybody can do it, honestly. The pens do all the work. So back in with Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to do his paws like that. So there, you see, the one with the ivory is that little bit paler. We've gone that little bit darker. So that was dark and light crumb cake with light Flirty Flamingo. My next one, excuse me, is light and dark soft suede. And yet again, light Flirty Flamingo. I will be able to say it by the end of the night. Okie dokie. So we're going in with the light soft suede, like we have done. Just like so, a little dance. And then, see, I'm just not being neat. I'm going in with the dark. So you can see this is quite a bit darker. Just don't worry about it. Just go for it. It's easy, honestly. It just makes it, the colours blend. This is with the alcohol markers, this is what happens. And it just all blends. See? Just don't be scared. Don't be scared whatsoever. Just going to go in with a bit more dark. Just to blend them in. I mean, how cute is he? He's gorgeous. So we've even got the darker one. Okay. That is dark and light soft suede with light Flirty Flamingo. Okay. So it's just all combinations. I just sat and played and coloured and did. That's all I did one night. Came in the craft room and just sat. I know you don't get blue bunnies very often. But we're going in with the blue bunny. My favourite colour. Bull Barty. So, light. Dark. All I'll say to you is just do not be scared. Just stamp on a scrap piece just to play if you're bothered about using your card. So we're going in with the light. I was terrible at one time. I've used other makes of alcohol markers, and I can safely say I love these the best. Absolutely. Some of the others have 3 colours and oh dear. These just make it so much easier. You've got 2 colours. So those are the bunnies. I'll go through it quickly once again. Dark and light smoky slate. This one's ivory, dark and light crumb cake. This one is just light and dark crumb cake. This one is light and dark soft suede. And my little blue bunny is light and dark pool party. And then all the cheeks and ears are light flirty flamingo. So it just, you know, I've just coloured those bunnies in the past few minutes. I've been talking while I've been doing it to show you how it's done. Doesn't take long. Go in, go for it. Don't be scared. And this always happens, so don't worry about that. Right, so Mr. Foxy and our little turtle friend. Just get me, because one of me things I've already used, which is that one, I think. Yeah, okay. So we'll do Mr. Turtle first. So I have light and dark Daffodil Delight and light and dark Old Olive. I'm using these colours because I haven't got any other. This is the only green I've got in blends. This is the only yellow I've got in blends. So that's why I'm using these colours. But I think it comes out really nice anyway. It'd be nice once I get all the blends. All the colours. Oh dear. Right. So we're going in. I keep saying I'm just going to have to move that out of the way. It's doing my head in. Cat's on the prowl. Right. So we're doing, this is the light Daffodil Delight. Bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Light Daffodil Delight. Okay. Dark Daffodil Delight. I think where the darker places will be, that's all I do. Just okay. So we're now going to do these little pieces. You see, if I had a paler green, I could have done the paler green, but I haven't. So that's why I've gone in with yellow. And we're just going to go in and just give it that little bit of. Say I'm no colourist whatsoever. We just blend that in. Light Old Olive. And I've got to say, I think this is one of my favourite greens. I've used this one quite a bit. Okay. Just colour them in. Right, let's go in with a dark. Oops, nearly over his eye. Okay, let's start our blending. You see, it's quite a lot darker, but once you've been blending, there we go. Do a bit of dark. It frightened you when you first put the dark on. But it does blend, as you can see. What I'll do is shell. So who's a blend girl? Who's a watercolour? They all come in different, use them for different things, but I think the blends out of them all, Stampin' Right markers. I don't know if it's my computer or whether it's chucking it down with rain out there. Oh, it's raining. It's absolutely bucketing down. Lovely weather. I suppose it could be worse. It could be snow. It's been quite windy today. We can't forget the little flower lot. And I'm going to do it. Guess what? Flirty Flamingo. Just going over with the light. I've got the dark over here. So I'm just going to do the inside. So it gives it that little bit. There we go. How cute is he? And that is light and dark old olive, light and dark daffodil delight. I nearly forgot. Oh, Renee's got snow today. We had snow the other day. Have you got much snow up there? Oh, right. This is watercolouring butterflies. Very nice. I love watercolouring. And if you like the watercolour pencils, Izzy did a beautiful card, and she did a frame using the watercolour pencils, some beautiful flowers. Yeah, the watercolour pencils, and it was absolutely stunning. Yes, you can use a blend, yeah, the colour lifter, yeah. You definitely can. Oh, huge flakes. I love to see massive snowflakes falling. It's lovely. Oh, I don't know. Right, so last but not least, we have the fox. I've actually cut, on my picture, I cut the umbrella out. I wanted it to be spring, bright, not rainy. So it just shows you what you can do. Okay, so this is, excuse me, I'm using light and dark Cajun Craze and the ivory. Okay, so we're light at the moment. We're going in with the light. I'm not going all the way down because I want to leave a bit of white to go with the ivory. Back in with the light and just pull it down a bit. Okay. And then I'm just going to use ivory right at the very end. Okay. Back in with the light. Right, so on his face, as you can see, we've done it's a bit of a two-tone with the with his tail, and his face. Okay, so if I leave that there, if you can, yeah, move my pens to the side. So what I'm going to do, well, let's colour his ears in first. So I'm using the light, just going in with the dark. Okay, quite happy with that as it is. Of course, we need his little paws. Using the light. Right, okay, so his tail. We're going to use the light up to the jaggedy section. So I'm just going to make sure we've got a good covering. Okay. And we're going to go with the dark. Just going to come back in with the light so we can. Okay. On the end of his tail, we're going to have, this is ivory. But I'm just going to put a tad of light over there, and we can just then blend it up. Okay, we'll take the light again to do his face. So we want somewhere like so, I think. So that is the light. Let's go in with the dark. Back in with the light. Just going to bring that out. And then we're going to go ivory. I'm going to then just go back in. Doesn't matter how you do it. You just get that blend. Okay, so that was light and dark Cajun Craze with ivory, and then I've not used that one's the only one I haven't used, the light Flirty Flamingo on. So yeah, so that's what I did, and that's how I coloured in. I think I'll just quickly do the jackets, and then they're all done for next week for putting everything together. Okay, so we'll do it. I'll do it the same. So the fox, I used balmy blue, so light and dark balmy blue. So all we're doing, gone in with the light all over his jacket. Then just thinking where the darker pieces are going to be. Hopefully. Say I'm no artist. No artist whatsoever. It's just a guess. But as long as we've got a bit of so you can see a difference in colour. Okay, and his hat, we'll have it the same colour as his coat, very dapper. Then we'll have the dark. So you use these critters. How I've got these in a frame, you could break them down to put them onto a card. So you could break each section down like the squares. Just so you could pop this on a card, you could pop this on a card, you could maybe do a DL card with that. So I've just realised that's where the sticky one came out. I've just realised, so it's alright just breaking everything, just wrecking the joint. Right, so we're going to go with Highland Heather, Dark and Light Flirty Flamingo, and I think I'm going to change it and go for Pumpkin Pie. Yeah, Dark and Light Pumpkin Pie. So we've got 3 choices. Right. Oops. So, going with Light Flirty Flamingo. In with the dark. Back with the light. Done. Highland Heather. Maybe quite not the right colour to be with the blue bunny, but hey. You can put him in whatever colour you want. And then back in with the light. You say you just get so used to it. It is so easy. Balmy blue, yes. I love balmy blue as well, Chris. So we're going to go with, I'll do this one, Pumpkin Pie. So it's coming up to new catalogue time. Won't be long. We get to see a preview of it at the end of the month. We also find out what colours are staying, what's going, what's coming back. Gonna do a green one. I'm gonna have to trim the end of this because it's gone a bit soft. So just like that, back in. Just to give it there we go, and one last colour. It's Easter, let's have a yellow one. We've got all different colours. And there we are. All the bunnies, all the coats, everything coloured in. And that's how I did them. Now, we have got the little flowers. Which bunny do you prefer? If I do it like that, which one do we prefer? What colour jacket, should I say, do we prefer for the bunnies? And which bunny? Do you like pale bunny, blue bunny, dark bunny? I don't know which one I prefer. I quite like that dark one with that pink, oh, well, the Flirty Flamingo. Quite like him. Oh, Sylvia's going with the orange. Louise has gone with the orange. Right. We need several of these, so I may as well quickly stamp them. Quickly colour them in. And then I will leave it like that for this week, because we're nearly 9 o'clock. I'm looking for my ink pad and I put it away. I never put anything away. Should have seen my desk last night. Oh, Chris likes the Cajun jacket. That must be that one. So does Izzy. Well, there you go, you see. So this is in the stamp set, these little flowers. And I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5. And this has a die that cuts them out, cuts round them. 3, 4, 'Renee likes the olive one and the orange one. So the orange one is really going down well. Yes, Chris, definitely unanimous. Right. So just quickly, I'll just quickly flick through these. And I did them a certain way. Yellow. So I did Flirty Flamingo. I've done Highland Heather. I did Old Olive for the, that's the only green I've got, as I said. Yellow for the middles and Balmy Blue. So, did I do what? I don't know if I did. Can't see. Oh, I might have done orange, but hey, I did them all different. So, all I did, go in with the light, and I'm just going to do different ones. Just these tiddly ones, and then onto the big one again. So that is light, this is dark, so I'm just going to go right sort of in the centre just to give it a two-tone effect. Oh. I'm getting ready to sow seeds for my garden, getting really excited. It's all good fun. Love to grow flowers. That's dark, so light, Flirty Flamingo, just to go in. I think I'll do that one as well. They're just lovely colours. And it's lovely because with Stampin' Up, the inks match the blends. You know, everything colour coordinates. It's brilliant. You don't have to think about it. The card and everything, and it's just so lovely. That used to be one of my biggest fears when I was card making before I found Stampin' Up, was the colours. You know, what colour should I put with this, and what can I do with that? And oh, but it makes it so much easier, so much easier. That's all done for you. You don't really have to think about it, just whatever colour you want. Balmy blue. Oh, what seeds am I sowing? What am I not sowing? Oh crikey, you put me on the spot there. I might be, oh, are they there? I had them in here. Oh, all sorts, cosmos, oh crikey, mesembryanthrums. I'll have to write a list because I've got tons. It's not just to fill my garden, it's my mum's garden as well. My mum's got a lot bigger garden than me. So, I haven't done it for a few years. So, I decided, I'm fed up of seeing my garden a tip. So, I've been clearing out and sorting out. I was out yesterday in the wind, getting rid of brambles and everything. We have a field behind and it's just a nightmare sometimes. It's we get a lot of brambles, nettles, and I don't have really a lot of time. I like my craft. Work full time, look after my mum. I'll help out with my mum because she doesn't drive. So, yeah. But it's just nice to be able, I want to be able to sit in the garden in the summer and enjoy it. So, that's what we're doing. Right. Oh, missed one there. Annuals, yeah. Yeah, they are. Cornflowers and things like that I'm going to have a go at. I absolutely love. I'd love a cottagey garden. I really, really would. And I've got some potatoes. I've never done potatoes, so that will be a new venture. But only putting them in buckets and just maybe 6 buckets, something like that. I'm going to sow some earlies and then some second earlies and some main. It's just lovely to plant something and see it come up. When I was a kid, when I was a child, my grandparents lived next door and they were big into gardening. And we always went out and dug fresh new potatoes. Oh, and you just don't taste anything better than home dug new potatoes. Just yummy. So we're going to try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I miss these, look. I'm slacking. Keep looking at them and thinking, I ain't done that, I haven't done that. Right, so just yellow in the middle. I'm just going dark because you can't really. Let's see the shading on them. Okay, they're the flowers done. So that's already all done and prepared for next week. What I'm going to do is I will die cut them for next week. Let me bring my picture in. So what I'm gonna do is die cut my bunnies. I'm gonna die cut my flowers. I'm gonna die cut some of the letters, but I'm gonna put the double adhesive on, so it makes it easy, makes it like a sticker, so I can show you how I did that. I'm going to die cut all these little flowers. Now these little flowers are from, I just thought they were really cute, and if I'm right, I think it's this set. I've got that many sets out. Just let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it's from the Sending Dies, and it's this twin little flower. So I've cut a load of those out in 2 different colours. So I've used the I think it was the Subtles 6x6 papers, just in the annual catalogue. I've got some left, so I thought I'd get them used up. So if I cut all these little flowers, I'll probably die cut the kite on next week on the night, and then I've blended these 2 backgrounds, and then these 3 backgrounds are designer series paper. So that is from the Playing in the Rain set. So yeah, so next week I will show you how to put it all together. We'll cut out all the pieces and put them together. I'll die cut all my little creatures and that, so there's only a handful of bits sort of to die cut, and then we'll put it together and we should be able to get it all done and finished in the evening. The basket, now I didn't have anything Eastery other than this is a retired set that I've used, and that is out of, just bear with us, I can't tell you if anybody's got it. It's the Easter set, Springtime Joy, that was in last year's mini, I think it was. Monty's woken up. Hi, Mont. Yeah, it was this basket. If you don't have it, I mean, you can always put some little Easter eggs and pop them in a pile on the floor. That's not a problem. But yeah, I just thought it was cute, so that's where that's come from. So yeah, so I think we're done for tonight. I hope you enjoyed how far we've got and how I've gone through the colouring and everything like that. It's just nice, you can just put, as I say, you can use any section of it to go on a card. So yeah, it's all good fun. I just love it. I just love making it, and it just came to me and I just thought, that's it, I'm going to do that. I'll do it every 2 weeks, which makes it that bit easier. Look, I'll sit with my little lambkin. So cute. Right. Well, thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it enough to come back next week and see the second part. Oh, very good, Louise. Oh dear. I love it. Nickname is Hoppu. Oh dear. Yeah, so we shall finish off next week. We'll put it in the frame and I'll show you how I put everything together. So we shall see you next week. Unfortunately, and I know Shaz says you can only watch on a Monday night. It'll be Tuesday next week, I'm afraid. But you can always watch me on Catch Up and obviously my YouTube. I will put all dimensions and everything of the card I've used in my description on Thursday. That'll go up on YouTube, so everything will be on there. So yeah, right, well, thank you very much for watching, and I'm just gonna pop my little bunnies, there we go, just to see what we've done. All good fun. Had a nice evening of colouring and talking and chatting. Just wish everybody could be chatting together rather than the message box. But hey, maybe I have to do that another time. Right, thanks a lot anyway. I'm waffling on, and we will see you next week. Thank you very much. Bye.